Good morning, this is Calamity calling, and today I'm going to carry on playing Caligo because it delighted me so much last time. However, I did notice that my screen capture software just wasn't able to keep up with the frame rate and didn't like it because that meant that you guys couldn't appreciate the beauty of Caligo as much as I could. So I've updated my software, or rather I've got new software. I'm trying out Bandicam because a lot of people recommended it and it's apparently, it's pretty good. So, I'm going to play this again, not from the beginning, but I'm going to carry on playing this, but with the new recording software. And hopefully that means you guys will be able to experience it with the same quality as I can see it, because it's breathtaking. Honestly, so breathtaking. Do-do-do-do-do-do. So, what? Oh, why thank you, androgynous characters. That look a bit like Oscars, probably the closest to an Oscar I'll ever get.
I smell trouble.
You're right about that. You're not going to like what you're about to find behind this door. You see, the world we created has one peculiarity. It's alive.
Alive? What does that mean?
It means that we only lay its foundation. But it keeps developing by itself. If I controlled every bit of this world, there would not be any sense in its existence. Not everything in it is as beautiful as what we saw earlier.
But of course, you are completely impartial, like a true creator.
That's right, and I'm proud of it.
Were creators impartial? Because wasn't Satan the first angel? Or Lucifer? Lucifer. Wasn't he like the first angel and his favourite until he fell in love with a human and that made God angry and then he fell, so... And then Adam? That, I think favourites. Ooh, that door opens on the wrong side and that stresses me out. Nope. I do not like this. But I like they got... Why would you take me from such splendour and leave me here? Ugh. Everything's bleeding.
Just great. The best manifestation of life.
Ugh.
There are a lot of cells here, judging by how many digits there are in the numbers. That's putting it mildly.
Oh yes, there are many cells and many prisoners. Their name is Legion. Let's take a look in one of them. I believe there is an open one on the level above.
I'm not sure.
Are they...
Want it or not, we'll have to. That's our job, my friend.
Are they in prison because they followed the rules that someone else, they followed rules that they had to? Or are they in prison because they, by their own will and own detriment, did something bad? Because that's a very different scenario. And also, you can't just punish people, you have to also rehabilitate and reform them. Otherwise it won't work.
I bet he won't go far.
All jokes aside, do you see what he is doing? Watch closely. If you look at his precious screen, you can see that there's another one exactly like him. He's being forced to an electric chair, fed by the energy they're generating with all this relentless pedaling. And every one of them knows that sooner or later, they too will be dragged there and fried in that very chair.
Why are you telling me this? Did you forget it was me who brought these memories from reality? That's exactly what life I'm living is like, while you are sitting around here in your oblivion.
Oh, come on. Calm down, will you? Let's go. The show must go on, you know.
Your form is bad, your shoulders are hunched. I want this. Your toilet seat's gone. That might make things a bit uncomfortable for you. Ew. Everything's drippy and gooey. I do not like either of those things. But still, look at this. Even when it's dark and bleh. Yeah, let's just use that for my description. It's still beautiful.
Place. What are we gonna see up there?
Please don't tell me we're going out to the electric chair thing.
Already, haven't you? That same chair.
Oh, I don't want to.
Apart from that, there's basically nothing else.
Veto. Ugh. Oh no, person.
Where is the immortal soul in this body?
See this white smiling piece of porcelain nearby? That's a soul substitute. It is more than enough.
Is this a comment on materialism?
Enough for what? For a crazy show like this? That's even too much.
Ooh, might have missed that if I hadn't looked around. Can I give him his... Ooh. Can I give him his mask back? No. I'm sorry. Like, I didn't personally do this to you, but I'm sorry. It's never nice to see so much suffering. Ugh. Gooey and cobwebs. Two things I do not like. A little spider made itself a home in my car a while ago. And we had an agreement that as long as it didn't cross into my space, it was welcome to be, you know, wherever it wanted in the car. Oh, this person broke out. Uh-oh. No wish to be murdered. I'm going to move away from that because that creeped me out, whatever was on the ceiling.
Thousands of eyes are glued to the screen right now, all full of envy. Are you ready for your 15 minutes of fame?
Are they happy that, like, the suffering ends?
Is there another way to get out?
Is that what this is about?
Forget about it.
No.
I'd rather
There's
not.
gotta be another way.
Again, I'm sorry, but there's no other way.
Have I got to go in the chair? I want to go in the chair. I'm going to investigate around a bit first. The only thing thus far that is frustrating me about this game is that I can't walk faster, and I understand this because they want you to properly investigate and appreciate the scene, but sometimes it's just a bit frustrating. Right, I'll walk back around and then we'll go investigate the creepy platform. With the shouty, weird, starey eyes. Are they cameras? What was the thing I saw the other day that really... I thought was really cute? Vector! That was it. I saw another promo thing for Vector. And it's so cute. It's still so cute, but my desk is really small, so it wouldn't fit. But one day I will have a desk big enough that I can have my own little Vector. Do-do-do-do. That's not nice.
What the heck?
Damn it, I called it.
I don't want to go back there again. There has to be another way. Stop him.
I don't want to. Hate the sound of suffering. Ow! Did you just rip my face off? Or my head off? No, because I could still see. Ugh. Why does my phone keep beeping? Just gonna ignore it. Oh.
Where are we now?
I know.
It's getting worse. It started so pretty and beautiful.
That's why we made a deal a long time ago. Where are we, you're asking? Let's take a walk again. You'll see. It'll all end soon, I promise.
The floor looks like mushrooms. Is there a painting around here somewhere? Honestly, this looks a bit like the end of times. I'm guessing I have to go through the people fighting?
Time seems to have stopped here.
You're quite right.
Leap.
Especially for you. Time here is particularly significant.
Ugh, the heck is you? I'm gonna go straight for his legs. But dude, you creepy. You look like one of the amnesia monsters. Whee! Oh, paper. Not paper. Not paper also. That's a really big sword. Seems a little bit like overkill if I'm honest. Oh my god. Right, so that's the bit where I fell off trying to explore more, so we're not gonna go down there this time. Not unless we want to restart again, and we don't want to do that. Any paper. I don't think I've missed any so far. Do 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 do. Is this like the fight to end all days? Because honestly, this to me looks like a scene from Lord of the Rings, which one of my favourite movies and books of all time, and the bit where Legolas and Gimli are fighting over who can kill the most orcs. Still one of my favourite scenes in the whole thing, when Legolas takes down the elephant and he's like, still only counts as one.
Exactly. It never ends. Another manifestation of life.
He
Perhaps
big.
the most important one.
It's not that some armies keep clashing on mythical battlefields. It's just that everyone wants to get higher and crush as many as possible, destroying everyone and everything on their way.
Ugh.
Yes. Perpetuum mobile, don't you think?
Ugh.
True perpetual motion of the universe. No more, no less.
Like, this
No way. Are you trying to
looks
say that people are doing
amazing.
discoveries just because they want to dominate the world? No. They only want to trample everything they didn't create. Anything that stands on their way while they try and conquer the world.
people want what they want.
The real force of progress is curiosity. It's the desire to develop and complicate the world.
Went the wrong way.
These two stories are easily confused. However, someone else's curiosity can also become one of the weapons in this war.
Very good point.
Do you think there can be one without the other?
I think there could be curiosity without war.
Like this, but I hope. What choice do I have?
A tank. Oh, paper. These beings are massive. And I'm trying not to like focus on they're very well formed, because that would be inappropriate, but these are some well formed athletes. Oh, he dead. I'm really worried that one of these is gonna like jump out and squash me, but I do not want to think right now how hard my computer, boom. That is gorgeous. Must be working to render all of this, but well done to the makers. You have done. Oh, he is a behemoth. You lot have done a fantastic job. Boom. I'm just gonna find my way through all this brutality. Oh, there's that flag again. Guns? Wait, they started with monsters and regular fighting over there, and now they've got tanks and guns? I was discussing with someone about how Like, fighting war is never noble. We're not saying that. But war came to mean less. And I'm not saying the sacrifice of the people involved in it meaning less. I'm saying war meant less. War became less about skill when everything could be done from afar. Because when everything had to, you know, hand to hand, die for your country kind of propaganda, when that was what war was based on, that was when people had to really care about the cause. People had to know what was going on. They had to love their country kind of thing.
That way.
Oh, no, up. They want me to go up.
What about
Okay.
them? Did anyone ever get to the top?
To the Oracle? No, of course not. What would be the point of keeping something like this, then? What a weird thought. Oh well.
Are you trying
But-
to say that we're being treated differently here?
You may say so. Yes. But to be honest, I hardly find it
I like that it rolls backwards.
At least it's fun down here. Look what's up there. So you get to the top.
Is that
Have
paper?
all your questions answered? What next?
Sniper.
Here we go again. It's as if there's
Paper.
nothing else apart from the slaughterhouse down there and the oracle at the top.
That's how it seems sometimes.
But as I was saying, there was almost more honor to war when people had to truly care. People couldn't fight from the safety of an airplane, and people had to care about what they're fighting for, which meant less of this, you know, what a lot of wars these days are fought over, honestly, and unfortunately, oil and money, which never, ever should those things be considered more important than human life. But unfortunately, many consider them, and then they make up reasons that others must attack others to get their share of those. But, like, I study classics, for example. I have always been more interested in the wars that were fought back then, because to me, I feel those wars meant more to the individuals fighting in them, because it was truly, you know, their lives that were at stake. Everyone fought for it. It wasn't politics and bureaucracy and cannon fodder in the same way it is now, unfortunately. Not unfortunately, that's the wrong word. It seems like the people who stand to gain the most from war aren't the ones fighting it, I think is what I'm trying to say. And that so many people, let's just look at this battlefield. How many people on this battlefield will die for something they stand nothing to gain? And yet how many people who stand to gain the most from this battle are not on the battlefield at all? Anyway, I went off on a tangent, ignore me. This is so pretty. This game will always blow my mind. Right, we came up. So what do we do want now that we're up here? Is there a reason? Oh, there's a ramp. That's so pretty. It looks like polished aluminium. Oh, hello.
She's beautiful, isn't she? Almost perfect.
So,
I mean, I'd
this
like
is
to
the
put her in
oracle,
some
I
clothes
suppose.
and...
Now I'll gain some access to some forbidden knowledge.
Of course you will. Come closer. After all, you reached the top.
Thank you.
Sorry, I'm not being completely honest. The knowledge you came here for is no secret for those fighting down there. You're also initiated.
I feel very anime
Why
about this.
Why this endless carnage?
That's a good question. I've been wondering too. You see, this knowledge is so scorching hot that no one really wants to see it for what it is.
Sounds familiar, doesn't it?
Everyone wants to reach the top and ask me about their future. It is that fear of the unknown that leaves people with an impression that they know the future. Future made from wind and ashes, something called power, control, and 1,000 other words.
See which knowledge you are talking about. Death? No. It's too abstract a word. You're talking about obliviating everything we can call ourselves.
That's right. Each of those people is so eager to stick to who they are, and at the same time inevitably losing their identity. Simply because this is life.
What about pain?
Life isn't war. Life doesn't have to be war.
Forever that makes people subdue everything around them. Build walls?
Walls
Fear.
made from someone else's pain? No. Pain is an integral part of life. Any change in personality, however small, is pain.
As a woman,
There's
can
only
confirm.
one way to get rid
Life
of
is
it.
pain.
You already mentioned it.
Oblivion.
Now the master is ready to ask you his question. He's waiting.
What is that mask? Very Terminator. Oh. Cool.
So, you've come to the end. It is time to ask the question.
I'm ready. You may ask.
You already know what I want to hear. Either that, or you remember it. Come on, say it yourself.
Of course I know. Or maybe I remember. You want to know if I'm ready to be born again and live another life.
Yes, there it is. The crossroads. What do you want to do this time? Erase your identity? Regenerate? Be born again and relive all that inspiration and all the pain life gives us? Or have you had enough of going around in circles and now all you want is peace and
It's
quiet?
like in The Good Place. You can only live so much.
What do you think?
What makes you
What would
appreciate
you
it is
rather
that it
choose?
ends.
After all, you can't live without me.
We were inseparable. Don't you remember? Your wish is my wish too.
Okay, so what do I do here? If I choose a new life, I forget everything. Let's say I find a new lady in blue. I live a new life, I have new children. But then inevitably, I come back here. Or, do I say I've had enough of it? I come back, I stay, we maybe fuse as one being again, and I have overarching knowledge of everything, but then I don't have the joy of knowing or appreciating every day because I know it'll end, because I will become a god and won't end. What do I do? Instinctively, I want to say I choose a new life because I want to experience the good again and the joy of learning everything and the hardships that are but undoubtedly a part of the good, because, you know, good doesn't come without bad. But I'm really intrigued about I've had enough of it, I'll stay, because what does that entail? Does that mean no more war? Because I make these worlds. If I can make the world without war, or if people are, you know, if they really want to fight amongst themselves, I take those who want to fight and I make them fight themselves instead of sending people in to do it for them. Because that will very quickly end the talk of war. I'm gonna stay. That's what I'll do. I have more control over the world if I stay.
Life we created has become unbearable. It's time to leave it be.
Wait, was that...
No more of it. I'm staying.
Well then, the throne is yours. Have a seat, Master.
Why am I growing? I wasn't this big before. Oh. I'm in his body. Manicures must be super expensive. Now to rule the world. And everyone in it. Wow. Yes. Mm-hmm. What can I hear? Hello?
Past altars and stages, past temples and taverns, past classy graveyards, past street markets jabber, past peace and past woe, past Mecca and Rome, burned by the sun's blue glow, the earth, the pilgrims roam. They're heavily injured and hunchbacked. They're hungry and almost naked. Their eyes are full of sunset. Their hearts are full of daybreak. The deserts are singing behind them. Sheet lightning breaks out abruptly. Up above, the stars are igniting. And birds are screaming gruffly that the world will remain the same. Yes, indeed.
Well, that's not what I signed up for.
Dazzling with snowy game, with fondness its unlikely name. The world will remain underhanded. The world will remain forever.
Why?
Perhaps it can be comprehended. It has no limits, however. Which means it will make no sense to believe in yourself or Lord. And the things that
That's
remain
miserable.
are hence the illusion and the road. All sunsets remain in service. All daybreaks are still in splendor. The soldier will muck Earth's surface. The poet will be its defender.
Wow. Well done, everyone who worked on this. You have made a truly beautiful game. And I stand by it being one of the most beautiful games I have ever known, and I likely misunderstood or still don't understand a lot of things in this game, but yep. I am very, very happy, but now I want to see if I can go back without replaying the whole game and pick the other ending. Although I think I'm happy with the ending. No, I'm not happy with the ending I got because I couldn't change anything. Everything was just done. And I want to think that, you know, if given other options, people would be better.
See you soon, old friend.
Well, soon to you. Ooh. I'll see you next life, fairy girl. And fisherman. And oracle. Is that a lullaby? Oh. Wait, come back. Don't move so fast. I'm trying. All these kind of things make me wonder, what must it be like to feel birth as a baby? Because as a woman, I'm sure one day I will go through, or maybe I'll choose to one day go through the trauma of childbirth. What's it like from the other side? Ooh, pretty and sparkly. Why is it concrete? We're gonna come out screaming? Hello? Hello? Wherefore art thou?
Past all.
So, this has been Caligo. It is a very evocative and deeply thoughtful game, and I would recommend anyone, no matter their preferences, rather, to play it, because it is not only the most beautiful game I have ever played, but I like the themes it discusses. As I've said before, I like when a game discusses something that is potentially a difficult topic, because it's not necessarily a medium that people would think to use, but very, very good job. So, I hope you have a very lovely day. I hope you find something new to appreciate in your life today. But most importantly of all, you do you.